What if we told you that one of the world's oldest faiths is making a powerful comeback in one of the fastest changing nations of today? In a time when so many voices say religion is fading, when spirituality is often ignored, and when traditions are sometimes questioned, Catholicism is not dying. It is flourishing. Across the United States, a quiet but mighty revival is happening. Grand cathedrals echo with renewed life. Humble parishes overflow with energy. And faith is being passed on, not just by grandparents, but by children, youth, and families of every culture. Want to know where this modern-day faith movement is burning brightest? Let's dive into the top 10 U.S. states where Catholicism isn't just present. It's thriving, influencing, and reshaping the future of belief. Before we jump, take a second to guess. Which U.S. state do you think has the largest Catholic population today? Drop your answer in the comments, and let's see who gets it right by the end. Number 10. Arizona, the Southwest's rising star. Arizona may be known for its deserts and sunsets, but it is also quickly becoming one of the fastest-growing Catholic hubs in the United States. With about 2.1 million Catholics, Arizona is seeing something remarkable. Faith that is both deeply traditional and boldly modern. Why is Arizona's Catholic population growing so fast? The answer lies in its people. Mexican immigrants have brought with them a vibrant Catholic devotion, filling parishes with processions, festivals, and prayers that come from centuries of tradition. At the same time, many families from California and other states are moving to Arizona, bringing new energy to parishes. This mix of cultures has made the faith here youthful, diverse, and alive. The dioceses of Phoenix and Tucson are leading this renewal. Many churches now celebrate bilingual masses in English and Spanish, making sure that no one feels left out. Younger Catholics are finding their place too, thanks to youth ministries, lively retreats, and even digital evangelization. Arizona parishes are embracing technology, live streaming masses, and connecting with younger generations through social media. But Catholic life here is not just about worship. Arizona's Catholics are leaders in community organizing. They speak up for immigrant rights, support families in need, and provide Catholic education that forms children in faith and values. From parish festivals filled with music and food to grassroots campaigns for justice, Arizona's Catholic community is shaping the Southwest with joy, hope, and action. Arizona proves that Catholicism is not just surviving in America. It is leading a new spiritual renaissance in the desert. Number 9, Massachusetts, where faith meets academia. Now let's travel all the way to the Northeast. Massachusetts might surprise you. On the surface, it is one of America's most secular-leaning states, home to modern thinkers and top universities. Yet beneath that, Catholicism here is one of the strongest and most deeply rooted in the nation. With about 2.6 million Catholics, around 37% of the population, Massachusetts shows us that faith and intellect are not enemies. The Archdiocese of Boston is at the center of it all. This historic Catholic community was built by Irish, Italian, and Portuguese immigrants who came in the 19th century. They built churches with their hands, and their devotion still echoes through those stone walls today. Massachusetts is home to famous Catholic schools like Boston College and the College of the Holy Cross, where generations of students have been taught to unite faith with learning. Even at Harvard and MIT, Catholic student ministries are strong, proving that young minds can be both curious and faithful. At the parish level, Catholic life remains vibrant. Churches in Boston, Worcester, and Fall River welcome people through multicultural liturgies, active schools, and social outreach programs that care for the homeless, immigrants, and families. Festivals like Boston's St. Patrick's Day Parade or the Fisherman's Feast in the North End keep cultural Catholicism alive in the streets. What makes Massachusetts truly special today is the resurgence of young adult involvement. Ministries are rising that mix theology, discussion, prayer, and community service. Catholic hospitals, charities, and universities ensure the faith continues to shape society in practical ways. Here in Massachusetts, Catholicism is not just a relic of history. It is a living tradition that continues to grow, adapt, and inspire in one of the most educated corners of America. Number 8. New Jersey. Small state, strong Catholic roots. Don't let New Jersey's size fool you. Though small on the map, the Garden State has one of the strongest Catholic identities in the entire country. With about 3.1 million Catholics, making up nearly 34% of its population. New Jersey is a place where Catholicism is not just a faith, it's a living culture that runs through its cities, suburbs, and towns. The Archdiocese of Newark and the Diocese of Paterson are two powerful centers of Catholic life here, serving millions in some of the most densely populated areas in America. Walk through Newark, Jersey City, or Paterson, and you'll see parishes filled with people from every corner of the world. New Jersey's Catholic story began with waves of immigrants, first the Irish and Italians, who built magnificent Gothic churches that still stand tall. Later came communities from Portugal, the Philippines, Latin America, and Haiti, each adding new life and new traditions. Today you can find masses celebrated in English, Spanish, Portuguese, Tagalog, and even Vietnamese. This incredible diversity makes every parish feel like a global gathering of faith. But Catholicism in New Jersey isn't just about keeping old traditions alive. It's about adapting to the present while holding on to the sacred. Parishes still celebrate beloved festivals like Portuguese processions through Newark or Italian feast days in Hoboken. But at the same time, they run food pantries, host after-school programs, and help immigrants find legal support. Catholic charities in New Jersey play a huge role too, providing shelter, meals, counseling, and job training to thousands of families. Catholic hospitals like St. Joseph's in Paterson and St. Barnabas in Livingston stand as a testament to the Church's mission to heal and care. Catholic schools remain strong, teaching over 80,000 students every year. Nearly 40% of Catholics in New Jersey today are Latino, showing how much the face of the Church has changed and continues to grow. Whether it's a cathedral packed with worshipers in Jersey City or a small storefront chapel for a new immigrant community, New Jersey proves that deep Catholic roots can thrive even in the busiest and most crowded corners of America. Number 7. Ohio. Rust Belt. Real faith. Known for its factories and steel towns, Ohio is often called part of America's Rust Belt, but beneath that industrial image is a beating heart of Catholic faith. With about 2.8 million Catholics, Ohio is quietly but powerfully experiencing a renewal. The major dioceses of Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Columbus are leading this revival. Once some urban parishes struggled with shrinking numbers, today, many are coming alive again, thanks to Eucharistic adoration, strong youth ministries, and outreach programs that bring hope to neighborhoods. In rural towns, Catholic traditions are still passed down like family treasures. In farming communities, you'll find parishes that have been serving families for over 100 years. The faith here feels steady, rooted, and alive in daily life. Ohio is also home to some of America's most influential Catholic universities. The University of Dayton is the largest Marianist school in the country, shaping generations of Catholic leaders. Franciscan University of Steubenville has become famous for producing dynamic priests, religious and lay leaders who inspire not only Ohio but Catholics all across the world. These institutions have turned Ohio into a hub of Catholic thought, prayer, and renewal. On the parish level, something beautiful is happening. Catholic schools in cities like Cleveland and Cincinnati are seeing more children enrolled. Adult education programs are helping lifelong Catholics deepen their understanding of the faith. Food pantries, prison ministries, and Appalachian outreach efforts bring Catholic social teaching to life in very real ways. Ohio's Catholic identity is also colorful and diverse. In Cincinnati, German Catholic traditions remain strong, with vibrant feast days and festivals. In Cleveland, Slavic Catholic roots are celebrated with devotion and song. Together they form a faith that honors its past, but is very much alive in the present. Ohio's industrial towns may not shine like they once did economically, but spiritually, they are glowing with renewal. The comeback here is not measured in factories or business, but in the persistence of faith, family, and community. Number 6, Pennsylvania. America's Catholic bedrock. Pennsylvania is one of the great historic centers of American Catholic life. With about 3.5 million Catholics, the Keystone State is both a guardian of tradition and a place of renewal. Walk into Philadelphia's Basilica of Saints Peter and Paul or Pittsburgh's Cathedral of St. Paul, and you immediately feel the weight of history. These majestic churches tell a story of faith that has endured through centuries of challenges, The Archdiocese of Philadelphia alone is home to nearly 1.5 million Catholics across more than 200 parishes. These communities were built by waves of immigrants, Irish, German, Italian, and Polish families who poured their devotion into stone, glass, and song. Their faith became the foundation for Catholic schools, hospitals, and charities that still shape Pennsylvania today. But Catholicism here is not just about preserving the past. It is about adapting with strength to meet new challenges. While some dioceses have faced difficulties, grassroots movements of lay people and young adults have given the Church new energy. Parishes are joining forces in collaborative ministries to make sure Mass, confessions, and sacraments remain accessible even in rural areas. Catholic schools remain one of the largest systems in the nation, educating over 140,000 students. Catholic universities like Villanova continue to form leaders who blend intellectual achievement with spiritual values. Meanwhile, Catholic Charities in Pennsylvania serves more than 400,000 people every year, offering food, shelter, counseling, and hope. Pennsylvania's Catholic culture is also visible in everyday life. Festivals like Pittsburgh's Polish Day or Philadelphia's St. Patrick's Day Parade keep the immigrant spirit alive. Devotions such as Eucharistic adoration and Marian processions draw crowds of young and old alike. This state truly is a Catholic bedrock, one where the stones of its cathedrals whisper the resilience of a faith that refuses to fade, no matter the storms of history. Number 5, Florida, a vibrant, diverse, and growing hub. From the historic missions near St. Augustine to the bustling parishes of Miami, Florida has become one of the fastest-growing Catholic centers in America. With around 4.5 million Catholics, the Sunshine State is a place where diversity, service, and devotion shine brightly. The Archdiocese of Miami is a powerhouse of faith. Known for its leadership during hurricanes and natural disasters, it mobilizes Catholics to provide relief, shelter, and aid. This spirit of service reflects the heart of Catholic teaching, loving neighbors in times of need. Miami is also deeply committed to supporting immigrants, giving them both practical help and a sense of belonging rooted in faith. Florida's Catholic population has been shaped by Latino, Haitian, and Filipino communities. Each group has brought beautiful traditions into parish life. In Miami, vibrant Our Lady of Guadalupe processions fill the streets. In Haitian parishes, deep devotion is expressed through music and prayer. Filipino Catholics bring celebrations like Simbang Gabi, which brighten Advent with joy and unity. What makes Florida's Catholic revival unique is its strong youth engagement. Parishes and dioceses run programs that combine Catholic tradition with social justice and community service. Young people are not only attending Mass, they're leading ministries, joining retreats, and using their energy to serve the poor and the marginalized. Across Florida, churches are alive with multilingual Masses, cultural festivals, and outreach programs that connect faith with everyday life. Catholic schools and universities, like St. Thomas University in Miami, prepare students to be leaders with values grounded in faith. Florida is more than just a vacation destination. It is becoming a spiritual destination too, showing that Catholicism can thrive in a state that is as diverse as it is dynamic. Number 4, Illinois, the Midwest's faithful giant. Illinois stands as one of the towering pillars of Catholic life in America. With nearly 6.4 million Catholics, it is a powerhouse of faith, history, and influence, especially through the Archdiocese of Chicago, the largest in the Midwest and one of the most important in the nation. Chicago is at the heart of this Catholic story. Its churches are not only places of worship, but also landmarks of beauty. The city is filled with Gothic spires, stained glass windows, and parishes that have stood for over a century. These buildings were created by Irish, Polish, and Italian immigrants who carried their faith across the ocean and planted it firmly in the soil of the Midwest. But Illinois Catholicism is not just about history. It is about living faith. The Archdiocese of Chicago oversees Catholic hospitals, schools, and charities that serve millions every year. Catholic schools here are among the strongest in the country, forming students in both knowledge and values. Catholic hospitals provide healing and compassion for the sick. While charities ensure the poor and marginalized are not forgotten, Illinois is also incredibly diverse today. In Chicago, Mass is celebrated in dozens of languages, from Spanish and Polish to Tagalog and Vietnamese. Latino communities fill parishes with devotion to Our Lady of Guadalupe, while Asian Catholics bring unique traditions like Lunar New Year liturgies and Filipino Simbang Gabi celebrations. Parish festivals, multicultural processions, and youth ministries keep the faith vibrant. Illinois proves that Catholicism is both ancient and new, rooted in immigrant history, yet alive with global diversity. From the historic streets of Chicago to small parishes and rural towns, Illinois stands as a faithful giant, a state where Catholic life continues to thrive and inspire. Number 3. New York, a beacon of legacy, influence, and identity. When people think of Catholicism in America, New York almost always comes to mind. With about 7.2 million Catholics, the Empire State is one of the most influential Catholic centers in the world. Its faith presence is as bold as the city's skyline. At the heart of it all is the Archdiocese of New York, anchored by the breathtaking St. Patrick's Cathedral in Manhattan. This Gothic masterpiece is not only a house of prayer, but a global symbol of Catholic life. Millions visit every year, some to pray, some to admire, all to experience its spiritual power. But New York Catholicism goes far beyond one cathedral. The Diocese of Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx are alive with multicultural parishes. Here, faith is celebrated in dozens of languages: Spanish, Italian, Haitian, Creole, Polish, Vietnamese, and more. Every community brings its traditions: feast days, processions, Marian devotions, and parish festivals. Catholic schools across New York have educated generations of leaders. Catholic hospitals and charities care for thousands of people daily, from the poorest neighborhoods to the busy streets of Manhattan. The church here has a long history of serving immigrants and continues to welcome new ones with open arms. New York's Catholic story is also about resilience. Irish, Italian, and Polish immigrants once faced discrimination. Yet they built churches, schools, and communities that stand strong to this day. Now, new waves of Latino, African, and Asian immigrants are writing the next chapter, bringing new vitality into parish life. From the quiet chapels of upstate towns to the bustling parishes of Queens, New York is proof that Catholicism is not fading, it is alive, powerful, and deeply woven into the identity of one of the world's greatest cities. Number 2. Texas. Lone Star. Strong faith. Texas is bold in spirit, and its Catholic faith is just as bold. With about 8.6 million Catholics, Texas stands as one of the most powerful centers of Catholic life in America today. From the historic missions of San Antonio to the fast-growing parishes in Houston, Dallas, and Austin, Catholicism here is booming. The faith was planted in Texas centuries ago through Spanish missionaries, and today it thrives in both tradition and innovation. The Diocese of San Antonio, Houston, Galveston, and Austin are leaders of this renewal. They organize massive Eucharistic congresses that bring thousands together in worship and adoration. Parishes offer bilingual formation in English and Spanish, serving the state's diverse population with care. Mission outreach programs extend help to the poor, the sick, and the forgotten, showing the Catholic heart of service in action. One of the greatest strengths of Texas Catholicism is its cultural diversity. Latino communities form a majority, filling parishes with processions, feast days, and devotion to Our Lady of Guadalupe, whose image is seen everywhere, from cathedrals to home altars. Alongside them, Anglo, Vietnamese, and Filipino Catholics enrich parish life with their own traditions and devotions. Texas Catholicism is both reverent and dynamic. Large suburban parishes are filled with young families. Rural parishes continue traditions that stretch back generations. Youth ministries, retreats, and faith movements keep younger Catholics deeply engaged. In Texas, faith is not hidden. It is loud, proud, and alive, making the Lone Star State one of the most vibrant Catholic strongholds in the nation. Number 1. California, the beating heart of American Catholicism. California stands unrivaled as the vibrant epicenter of American Catholicism, boasting an estimated 10.5 million Catholics who form the lifeblood of a faith that is as diverse as it is dynamic. More than just a numbers game, the Golden State embodies the full spectrum of Catholic life, weaving together a rich tapestry of history, culture, and innovation that sets it apart as the beating heart of the faith in the United States. From the sunlit adobe walls of its historic missions to the bustling urban parishes of its major cities, California's Catholic community pulses with an energy that reflects both its storied past and its bold vision for the future. At the forefront of the spiritual vitality is the Archdiocese of Los Angeles. It's the largest in the nation, which serves as a beacon of multicultural worship and pastoral leadership. The Archdiocese leads the country in offering masses in a multitude of languages, from Spanish and Tagalog to Vietnamese and Korean, celebrating the diverse devotions of its faithful. Latino communities bring vibrant traditions such as spirited processions honoring Our Lady of Guadalupe, while Asian ministries infuse parishes with unique cultural expressions of faith, from Filipino Simbangabi to Chinese Lunar New Year masses. Young adult initiatives thrive here too, with innovative programs that engage the next generation through retreats, social justice advocacy, and digital outreach. Ensuring the church remains relevant and inspiring, California's Catholic influence extends far beyond its pews. The state is home to robust Catholic universities such as Loyola Marymount and Santa Clara, which blend academic excellence with faith-based values, shaping leaders who carry the church's mission into the world. Social service organizations rooted in Catholic teachings provide critical support to the marginalized. From homeless shelters in San Francisco to immigration aid in San Diego, the state's global influence is undeniable, with its dioceses fostering vocations to the priesthood and religious life at a remarkable rate, while catechetical programs equip believers of all ages with a deep understanding of their faith. From the historic missions of San Juan Capistrano to the modern cathedrals of Los Angeles, California stands as the unrivaled cornerstone of the U.S. Catholic revival, where tradition and innovation converge to create faith that is vibrant, inclusive, and profoundly impactful. All right, what do you think about Catholicism's vibrant comeback in the USA? Drop a comment below to share your thoughts. Smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to keep the faith party going. Thank you.